This dock, guys, it's so bouncy and it's also so skinny, almost like the obstacle course we did earlier. But we just pulled into the city marina here in Stavanger, and basically it's a city dock, so you just pull in with your boat, find an empty slip, pay for it on the app, and then you get access to free laundry and shower and electricity and water. So we just started a load of laundry and we're waiting for this to finish, and in the meantime we're going to walk around downtown, which is literally in front of the boat. Small rooms for great occasions. 100 telephone boxes remain in Norway. Look at these. They were protected for their cultural importance in 2007. Hello?
Who are you calling?
Ooh.
Who are you gonna call?
Tusen Tux.
Tusen Tux. People wonder how we stay connected when we're sailing around the world. It's finding phone booths like this. That's how we do it. Call home.
Yeah, my grandma says hi.
Yeah? How's your brother?
Misses us, you know. She's wondering what books in there I can read and...
Gonna learn Norwegian?
Yeah, I can't read any of those books. I just love how artistic this little town is, and I've read somewhere that this place has the most amount of wooden houses in all of Northern Europe. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I think it's pretty cool. But, oh, I'm zooming in. It's also a place where cruise ships usually stop, so there's a lot of shops, there's a lot of restaurants. It's a very much touristic area, but it's really nice. And one of the biggest... It's getting loud. Alright, yeah, and one of the biggest thing about this place is that it's very popular for its petrol museum, and it's right next to our boat.
It is also known as the oil capital of the North because most of its GDP comes from the oil industry. There's tons of offshore oil rigs out there in the Northern Sea. And there's actually an oil museum right beside the marina we're at. So we're gonna go check it out and see what the whole oil industry is about, because we don't really know much about it.
What do you think?
They have some really cool models in here. Really detailed. And they start with the little tiny, back in 1970, they're like the little tiny oil platforms. And they have little scale models going like all the way up to the new modern ones that are like 300 meters deep. It's crazy.
It's huge, right?
It's huge. It's not, they're like icebergs, right? Where you sail past them and they just like this little tiny building off on the horizon. But then there's like all this extra stuff underneath that goes down to the ocean floor. It's nuts. I hate to be out on one of those on a bad day. Crazy. So they build all of the tubes on land and then they float like the whole thing out and sink it, and then they float like the whole building on top, the platform itself, and then like raise it back up again. I knew that they had some of them. I knew they had like the big columns that go down and sit on the ocean floor, but I didn't know they had all these extra ones too. So big.
the architecture students in us are nerding out just a little bit because look how detailed their models are. It's so insane.
Oof. How'd you like to be down inside of one of those? This goes down 150 meters under the ocean. How'd you like to work in a concrete tube 150 meters down at the ocean? No, thank you.
I'd rather still above the ocean, thank you very much.
Yep.
You are sitting in front of an air gun. Air guns are essential tools in the offshore hunt for oil and gas. Okay. Oh, cool! It produces sound waves, so I guess if I press a button.
It's like sonar.
Yeah, it makes sense. It kind of like gave me a little heart attack there for a second. It says that these waves, so when the air guns go off, the waves travel through the water and into the Earth's crust and bounces back underneath the seabed, and the echo is what's picked up in order to be able to map what's underground. You can go inside?
No, not really. These are the deep sea bells. So like when the deep sea divers go down to work on the oil heads, they go down in a pressurized chamber like that. And then they have to go work on the oil heads.
I feel like this is harder. This is a harder job than going to the moon. Yeah. It looks like a spacecraft in there. It's crazy. This is cool. Yeah, you just like strap yourself and then you just hope you don't die, I guess. I've never seen a life raft like this before. Like I've seen the ones with the cruise ships and the commercial ships where they're just, you know, like a little submarine looking thing, but this is a UFO looking spacecraft. It's cool.
Would you like to spend some hours on this thing in the middle of a hurricane?
I would not.
I wouldn't.
I would not.
I wonder if they have food and space blankets in their life raft.
Probably do, actually. Wow. It's really interesting to see a museum like this because it's a big part of the history of this country. And so even though we're not like particularly into oil platforms, but it's interesting to educate ourselves, so to speak, because that's all we can do. That's crazy. There's a lot of work that went into all of this. Some of the stuff in there, it makes me, it's like we're on Mars. Like there's rovers, there's weird bubble machine, like
It's probably more hospitable than Mars.
it's mind-blowing. Wow. I never knew any of these type of equipment existed. Did you see the little robot man?
Yeah. Weirdo.
This was meant to be the helicopter ride. Now we landed.
I want to go on a helicopter ride out to one of these. It'd be awesome.
Really cool. Well, that was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a really cool little town, and it's been fun to just walk around. It's very walkable, this old part of the town. It's very cool.
Yeah, it's crazy because I mean,
Kind of
without
straight
the
from Viking to oil industry, it looks like.
without the oil, Norway wouldn't be what it is today. So
Yeah, for sure.
it's really interesting to read about and learn about it all. It's a very these things are very big.
So big. I didn't realize they were so big. We've never been close enough to one to really get a full understanding of how big they are. Plus, everything that goes down underneath the water is like, it's like an iceberg.
It's insane.
The platform on the top is just the first little tiny bit.
It's insane.
And yeah, I mean, the reality is like we have an electric motor on our boat and we get most of our power from the sun and wind, but I mean, most of our boats made out of plastic. Fiberglass is plastic, and our sheets are plastic, and our sails are plastic, and all that comes from the oil industry. So whether we like it or not, I mean, it's kind of a vital industry in our current world, and it's kind of not really going anywhere. So it's interesting to kind of get a bit more understanding about how they get it out from underneath the ocean floor.
But man, like when you see one of those boats, I never even thought that underneath those boats it's just like an amount of tentacles going through the earth.
It looks like something out of the Matrix.
It does,
just
yeah.
Going down and like sucking and robbing all the oil from under the ocean. It's weird.
Crazy. But anyway, we're going to grab our laundry.
Yep.
And and we're going to
I think that's the last
probably
thing on the list, right? We got groceries, we got water, charge our boat.
charge our batteries, and now we're gonna pick up our laundry, and then we'll probably spend the night, and tomorrow we'll explore another place and learn some more and share with you guys. Ooh, laundry's done. Perfect timing. Hey, at least the laundry's free, so. Cool. We're set for another 2 or 3 weeks now. We don't have that much clothes.
About the wonderful way the sun is coming up today. It's saying everything's alright. I can't believe the way I'm feeling. It's like I'm floating up and dreaming. Yeah, baby, everything's alright. Everything's alright.
Alright, so this morning we are sailing to one of the islands near Stavanger to meet up with some of our patrons. And the wind is very light, so this is a perfect opportunity for me to get some dinghy shots of Uma sailing. So Den is on the boat, and I am with Coco right here, and we're doing some dinghy drive-by, which is fun.
I can't believe the way I'm feeling. It's like I'm floating up and dreaming. Yeah, baby, everything's alright. Everything's alright. Oh, I know I can say it's a really good day to be alive. Can't help flying away. It's a really good day to be alive. Oh, the sky is blue, taking in the view. Yeah, I know I can say it's a really good day to be alive.
Zesty.
The dinghy doesn't have autopilot, so I have to be creative. So I'm learning how to drive it with my foot, so I can have 2 hands for the camera.
You good? You ready to come back? Like some Navy SEAL shit. Money.
That was fun.
That was professional, man.
Oh my god, this is gonna
Nailed it. Dude, we're like a bunch of Navy SEALs.
That was a lot of fun.
That was sick.
That was cool. I hope I had some good shots. Whew.
Alright, no, good job. And, it was nice having the AirPods in so we could communicate.
Yeah, I know. That was. I think that was perfect. I guess I can end the call now.
Oh yeah, you can hang up so don't get charged some
Hang up.
crazy international fee. This is definitely one of the reasons why we love having a hydraulic autopilot though. So that if one of us is filming something, the other one can be doing something and the boat could still be steering in the same route. Well, the wind has been pretty light on this little 10-mile sail, but it looks like we're gonna make it there with plenty enough light to go hang out, maybe barbecue a little bit on shore, and just enjoy the sunshine while it lasts. Tomorrow should be a little bit rainy, so we're gonna soak it up while we can. We're almost there though. We'll probably roll up to Spinnaker soon and try to pick a spot to anchor. So anything that's white is 20 meters. I'm hoping we can anchor in there if it's not busy. That's them there. And the little dock is over there.
All right.
Shall we? Just in time for sundowners.
Exactly. Hello.
What's up?
Strolling up and down
Yeah.
the sidewalk.
Blink.
And you can see a smile when I talk. You're saying everything's alright.
Find something else to burn later if you want more fire.
Bunch of friends that I've been
Moment when strangers.
Yeah, okay.
Just put it somewhere.
This is the fanciest barbecue camping meal I've ever had. Just
Here, so
everything.
You're lying.
Want,
Do you want some pimiento
I've seen
cheddar
your
dip?
video.
with white wine.
Seen your videos.
Oh, is this a mango one?
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to trade? Yes.
Little
Okay.
bit.
I'll get the mango. Mango dip
Okay.
on my sweet potato fries. This is amazing.
Tack.
Can't help find a way. It's a really good day to be alive. On the